and you have to know you have to know the motions, and you have to know the grades. And as the therapist, you have to assess through that in order to be able to figure out what your final outcome is going to be. And this is why I'm putting parameters on it. So I'm saying, if you're given a minus as your grade, you know that you have to act half range, okay? And if you're given a plus, that you hold 1, 2, drop. Yes?
When the fair plus 1, 2 drop, do you count out loud, or do you count
No,
yourself?
it'll be something that you just count to yourself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like so you as the therapist, 1, 2,
Yeah.
yeah, yep. Okay, now erase. Starting from the beginning again, okay? Okay, so erase, here I am. Okay, this is the motion I'd like you to do. Okay, can you do that on your own? Okay, did she, anything? What did you see? A flicker. Flicker is, it's important to say flicker, okay? She did not go half range. She gave you a flicker. What does that mean? What's that telling me? Not even at that level. Can't even get to fair minus, right? So now what do I have to say? Am I done? And say, oh, well, she just can't do it, so let me just write her down.
No.
What do I have to do?
Gravity eliminated.
Gravity eliminated, because she may have enough strength to do it when I remove gravity. Okay? Yes. Okay, so stand up. So now, thinking about gravity eliminated, what plane does gravity eliminated occur in? Horizontal plane. So that means that the muscle, to the best of its ability, because they're not all lines, straight, what position do I need to put her in so that her upper traps are working in the horizontal plane? If I put her supine, but my focus is the scapula elevation, would that make sense or be appropriate? Prone. We put her prone. See, and this is what I'm saying, like a lot of this for your older patients and stuff, not going to be, but for this class, this is what we're doing. So I'm going to say, okay, can you just lay on your belly, right here? Okay. And now is where we get crafty with using our hands and our body mechanics, okay? One thing I'm a huge stickler for, is your stabilizing hand. You always, always, always must have a stabilizing hand on your patient, okay? So, and you have to remember, you're asking a patient to get on a table, right? You always want to make sure they can't roll off, okay? Because there's going to be sometimes we're going to bring them to the very, very edge. Always just put your body in a place of safety for your patient, okay? One hand cups the shoulder, okay? And we can only do one shoulder at a time. So one hand cups the shoulder, okay? And what we do is we then take her through passive range of motion again, okay? And we say, and you can lift her arm to remove the friction from the table, okay? And we say, okay, this is the motion I'm going to ask you to do, okay? You're just going to bring your shoulder to your ears. I bring it back. Now I ask her, can you do that? Even though I have two hands on her, I am not helping. Not helping at all. All I'm doing is supporting the weight of her arm to take away gravity and seeing if she can do the motion. So this is where it's important to feel the muscle innervate and to feel how much she can do with gravity eliminated. Okay? So again, this is the motion I'd like you to do. Okay? Can you do that? Okay, did she go through the full range of motion? Did it look like my passive range of motion? So what is she right now? Poor. Okay, is that enough for me? No, I need to test for poor plus. I'm going to keep my hands in the same position, okay? And I'm going to say this time you're going to do the same thing, but I'm going to apply a little resistance. How do you think I'm going to apply the resistance? With what hand or how am I? The one that's cupping her shoulder, I'm going to take those fingers and I'm just going to pull down. So I'm already in a position of comfort and ability. Okay? So this time I'm going to apply a little resistance. Go ahead. 1, 2. Okay? You apply the resistance at about half range. Okay? Half range or 90 degrees. Okay? Was she able to tolerate? Yes. What grade is she right now?
4 plus.
4 plus. Do I stop?
No.
Where do I go? But we already had her against gravity, and all she gave me was a flicker.
That's it.
So
That's it. She's 4 plus. You stop.
Did you say you put just half the resistance you normally would if she was?
Yes, because it is a poor muscle, you're not cranking. Remember, it's so weak you had to take gravity away, right? So you apply resistance, just don't crank on her, okay? So now, erase, okay? Half range. So if I ask her, again, can you go through that motion? Okay? Half range, still really weak, okay? But, so now what is she? Poor minus. She went half range, right? If my passive range goes all the way up here, and then I ask her to do it and she gives me half, and it's jerky like that, poor minus, okay? And then I stop, because she's poor minus. So now, if she's poor minus, what does that make me think about my treatment plan? What's my step?